Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube series where we are teaching you how to speak the language of Shona. I'm excited to have you guys back here with us, and in the previous videos we spoke a lot about how to make the sounds in this language, and now we are finally going to talk about how to say words in this language. So there's no better place to start than actually talking about the people themselves. The word for person is munhu, and plural, the word for people is vanhu. A word for man is murume. A word for men is varume. A word for woman is mukadzi. A word for women is vakadzi. A word for boy is mukomana. A word for boys is vakomana. A word for girl is musikana. And a word for girls is vasikana. As you can see, the basic rule for describing people is individual person is mu, mu. And when it's more than one, you say va. Okay, so moving on, now we are going to describe your actual family. To start with, the word for father is baba, and the word for mother is amai. Now, as I have said in the past, it is common that some words used in the Shona language actually migrate from other languages. Here, instead of baba, some people actually say daddy, which is coming from the English word dad. Instead of amai, some people say mama, which is a word that came from the English word mom. Okay, moving on, we have child. It's mwana. Grandchild, muzukuru. When it's a son, the word is mwanakomana. When it's a daughter, it's mwanasikana. So a grandchild, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, the word remains muzukuru. A grandfather is sekuru. A grandmother is ambuya. Now, commonly, ambuya is also called gogo, which is a word that came from the Ndebele. Now, when describing your siblings, the word for older brother is the same for older sister, as long as the person saying it are of the same sex. So a boy saying older brother says mukoma, and that's the same word used by a girl saying older sister. The word for younger brother from a boy is muningina, and that's the same word used by a girl who is saying younger sister. Now, when referring to a sibling of the opposite sex, the word that's used is handradzi. And this word does not matter if you are older or younger. You are both to each other handradzi. Now, commonly said within the Shona people, an older sister is also called sisi, which is again a word that came from the English word sister. Now, sisi is actually used by both a younger sister or a younger brother when referring to their older sister. Another word that actually migrated into the Shona culture is Budi. Budi is a word that came from the Ndebele, and Budi means older brother only when being said by the younger sister. And I cannot move on without stressing this point right here. When you are referring to your older brother or older sister, you actually have to put the title before you say their name. So the younger sister who is referring to their older brother and they want to use the word Budi, they would say Budi and then they would put the first name. The younger sister talking about the older sister or the younger brother, talking about the older brother, they would use the term mukoma before they use the person's first name. However, the opposite is not the same. When a boy is referring to their younger brother or a sister is referring to their younger sister, they do not have to use any title. This is just a sign of respect in the Shona culture where someone older than you cannot just be called by their first name without a title that is behind it. Now, moving on to words that describe family members. A word for parent is mubereki. A word for parents is vabereki. A word for child is mwana, and a word for children is vana. A son is mwana komana. Sons are vana komana. A daughter is mwana sikana, and daughters are vana sikana. A grandchild is muzukuru. Grandchildren are vazukuru. And again, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. When you are a boy referring to your older brother or a girl referring to your older sister, it's mukoma. And if it's more than one, it's vakoma. If you are a boy talking about your younger brother or a girl talking about a younger sister, it's muningina. When it's more than one, it's vaningina. Now, as we said, the opposite sex is handradzi, and that is used as singular and plural. Okay guys, just a quick recap. It is common for two people in the same household for one person to say baba and another person to say daddy. It is common for one person to say amai and another person is saying mama. Again, it's the same for ambuya and gogo. So just so you know, these are some common words that can be used interchangeably. However, if you want the traditional Shona words, you want to use baba, amai, and ambuya. Okay guys, with that being said, that takes me to the end of this video. We have 3 more to go. However, in the description, I'm going to leave you a link that takes you to this page. You can print this and use it as many times as you can, and I really hope that you utilize it so that you can get a grasp of what we are doing. Oh, before you leave, one fact about Zimbabwe for this video is that Zimbabwe has 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
What?
5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
Wow.
These are Kami Ruins, Great Zimbabwe Ruins, Victoria Falls, Matobo Hills, and Mana Pools. This is a great reason for you to go and visit Zimbabwe. Thank you so much guys, I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.